Welcome back to another Sunday prep day. This is actually the last Sunday prep day for a couple of weeks because of my vacation. But I'll tell you a little bit more about my vacation plans and what videos I have planned for the next couple of weeks in a little bit after I go through my menu and stuff. So I'm just working on some onion right now for some soup. But for lunch today on Sunday, I'm gonna have some sandwiches as usual. And then for dinner, I'm gonna have some flatbread with some shawarma. Then tomorrow, for Meatless Monday, for lunch, I'm gonna have a butternut squash soup that I'm gonna be making in a bit. And then for dinner, I'm gonna make some vegan tacos with lentils, shredded carrot, things like that, and some chipotle. Let's get a big container to get all my soup stuff in. So yeah, that's Monday. Then on Tuesday for lunch, I'm gonna do some green beans with some pork chop. And then for dinner, I'm gonna do some quesadillas with some chicken and some chipotles and just lots of veggies. And I need some more onions for a couple other things. So I have 2 red onions here. So Wednesday for lunch, I'm gonna do a stir fry, low carb stir fry with some broccoli rice or finely diced broccoli stems. I don't think I'm gonna turn it all the way into rice. That's just way too much effort for me personally, but you do you. It's just a good way to use broccoli stems, and yeah, it just reduces waste because there's a lot of flavor in them. And then for dinner, I'll have some of that butternut squash soup left over, so I'm going to use that as a base to make some risotto. And I'm going to have some pork chop with that as well. Since I'm going on vacation, just trying to use up what I have in my freezer. So, and I have a couple of pork chops in there, so. Then on Thursday for lunch, I'm going to do some stuffed peppers. So I'm going to grind up some chicken, and I will stuff that with some vegetables and some halved peppers and grill those. And then for dinner, I'm gonna do a rice bowl with some chicken. And then for Friday, for lunch, I'm gonna do some salmon with some broccoli. And then for dinner, I'm gonna do some sea bream or rainbow trout. I have both in the freezer, just the whole rainbow trout or a whole sea bream. And I'll roast that with some baby potatoes and some, I'll probably have some green beans left over, so I'll do green beans. And if I use up all my green beans, I'll just have some sugar snaps in the fridge. I'll use those. So for my soup, I need a couple of cloves of garlic. I'll just leave those whole because they're going to go in the pressure cooker, so they'll be nice and soft and just blend in with the rest, so I don't need to cut them. And then for my quesadillas and my stir fry and stuff, I need some more diced garlic, so I'll just do a couple of cloves now. So I think that's my menu, yeah. And overall, so about my plans for the next couple of weeks. I'm leaving not this Monday tomorrow, but the week after that. So I'm not going to do a Sunday prep day video on Sunday for just one meal basically before I leave early in the morning, because I have to leave the house at like 7 a.m. I think. So that's not worth prepping for. I think I'm actually just going to do some takeout on that Sunday. So don't have to make any mess in the kitchen. But there will be a video instead, another different kind of video, and I haven't decided what yet. I do have a video planned where I'm packing for my trip, so I can post that on Sunday, or potentially, since it's been 4 weeks now, it'll be 5 weeks by next weekend that I've done a grocery shopping by bicycle video. I could sneak in one of those and release that on a Sunday and do my packing video on Monday. It will be a very short shopping trip if I do that, because I'm basically just going to get some pantry items that are on sale and some food for the weekend, so it's going to be quite a small haul, but that might be worth doing just a quick grocery shopping video, because that's my most watched videos on here are my grocery shopping by bicycle videos. Actually, technically, my grocery shopping on foot in London. It's a very short video, just a filler one. That's my most watched video now. I'm just cutting up some leek for my stir fries and for my soup. So, yeah, I could do a shopping video real quick. We'll just see come Saturday when I need to film that. And then on Monday, first I'm going to London just for one night to meet up with my friend who's coming to Paris with me. So Tuesday, go to Paris. We're going to be staying there until Saturday. So on Saturday we'll be back late in the afternoon. So I don't think I'll be doing a shopping haul, but I might. Actually, I'm pretty sure while I'm in Paris, I'll do a grocery shopping on foot video, so I can post that on Saturday, and then on Sunday, I probably won't be doing a Sunday prep day video because my friend is coming back here with me, and she's never been to Amsterdam. I'm only about 40-45 minutes from Amsterdam, so we're just gonna go tour that area. I'll probably make some video there as well. So we're gonna be probably having lunch and dinner in Amsterdam a couple of times, so I don't want to prep for the whole week if I'm not gonna be eating at home all week. So the leek, by the way, some is for my stir fry, and especially the white part, is going in my soup. Next up, let's work on some cucumbers, and that is gonna go in my wraps tonight, and also for my sandwiches, my shawarma flatbreads tonight. So the Saturday after that, I'm going back to the UK. So also not a grocery haul video, but I think I'll do another grocery shopping in the UK video that I can upload that weekend. And potentially I can upload my what video? My Paris video. That can go out either the Sunday after I come back, or that Sunday after I go to the UK. Because then I'll spend a couple of days in the UK again, and then I'll go back home. So I'll be gone for about 2.5 weeks, although the week in the middle of that I'll be physically at my house, but I'll still be on vacation, if that makes sense. So yeah, so I'll be doing a video about Paris. I'll be doing a video about Amsterdam. I don't think I'm going to do a video in the UK other than maybe like a little grocery haul. But because I will be there one night just for some, just to spend the night basically, so we can go to Paris together. So I won't be doing much there, and after that I'll just be spending some time with a friend, just going to a small town near Birmingham. So I don't think that's warranting a complete video, but we'll see. But yeah, lots of grocery shopping in different countries. We'll see Paris, we'll see Amsterdam, and it just should be a lot of fun. And I'm actually already packed for my Paris trip, except for my laptop and my camera, because I still need to use those obviously before I leave. But yeah, it should just be it should be fun. And we're back. While I was peeling my butternut squash for my soup, my memory card ran out of space, so it turned off. So all you missed was just me rambling about missing going on trips, traveling. So, but I'm getting into the swing of things again. So, what are some of the places you have visited, and where would you like to go still? I've been, well, obviously all over the Netherlands. I've been Belgium, Luxembourg, Germany. I've been to Paris one time before. I've been to the UK many times. I've been to the States, both East Coast and West Coast. And some places I would like to go. Japan is probably the top of my list by far. So I do need to save up for that sometime. That's like my bucket list. I kind of want to go to Eastern Europe, like Czech Republic, Hungary, that kind of thing, but I prefer being able to read everything, and I don't read Cyrillic, so that's kind of one of the things holding me back. But it looks pretty, though. Thinking about maybe going to Rome, but not in summer because it's way too hot. But yeah, let me know about what places you would like to visit at some point, or your favorite place you have been to. In the meantime, I'm just going to take this carrot. I'm going to take my julienne slicer, and I'm going to julienne part of this carrot. Oh, that's not my julienne slicer, that's my slicer. This is going to be going in my vegan tacos. And that's going to be like the bulk of the texture, together with the lentils for the protein. And like I said, I'll do some chipotles and adobe sauce, lots of veggies. And we'll just see how much I need for that. That should be enough for my tacos. And then the other half of this, I didn't bother peeling this, by the way, because this is washed, and it's either grated or it's going to cook for forever in my my soup, so I don't need to go through the effort of peeling it. I'm just going to cut this into roughish chunks for my soup. Then what else am I gonna do? Let's do some peppers. So I have 3 different colors. I'll do what shall I do for my stuffed peppers? I'll do a green one and a yellow one. So I'll just clean those halves out. And this I'm just going to stuff with chicken and lots of veggies. We'll see what kind of spices I'm going to put in there. I'll get a big container for that. And just set those aside. And the rest of these I'll clean out as well. And I'll cut the red onion in half and do the same. And these I'm just going to cut into little cubes for my quesadillas, for my tacos, for my stir fries, for my shawarma. So just cut them into little cubes, and I'll do that for the green and red as well. There we go. Next up, I have some peppers, I have some jalapenos, and some cayenne. So I have an orange and a green cayenne that I'll just slice up. I'll leave the seeds in as always because they're not that spicy and I don't mind the seeds. Get those out of the way. Because jalapenos have a much bigger center, I'll just take the tip off, or the top off, and clean them out. So I've done that for all 4 of these jalapenos, and I'm just gonna slice them up, and these are gonna go in my quesadillas, in my tacos, in my stir fries, in my pita with shawarma. And then next up, I have some broccoli. I'll just cut up these florets. I'll take them off here. And I'll just cut these florets into bite-sized pieces. There we go. And then this broccoli stem, I'm just going to take off the little remnants of the leaves. Just clean that up a bit, take the little leaves off. And then first, there's a few branches sticking out still, so I'll cut those off first, get everything nice and even. And then I'll just cut in half, and cut that in half again, and then slice it nice and fine, and this is fine enough for my needs for stir fry with broccoli stems. If you want it finer, by all means cut it finer, or even grate it into broccoli rice if you like. Just the last very bit I'll throw away because that's a bit woody and dry at the end there. So I'll do that in a separate little container. And then here I have a broccoli stem left over from last week, so I'll do the exact same thing to that. Okay, that's done. Then for my soup, I also want some celery. So I have 3 ribs here, just cut the end off, and again, just rough-ish chunks. And that is going to go in with the rest of my soup ingredients. So speaking of soup, now would be the right time to turn my Ninja Foodi on saute and start preheating that with some oil in it. And while that preheats, I have some green beans here that I'm just gonna top and tail. So I'll just work through that real quick. I have a whole bunch. I'm gonna prep for 1 meal. I might use it for 2 meals, but I might also use snow peas, so I'm not gonna cut all of them yet. So I'll just do enough for 1 portion. Okay, I think that is enough green beans for a good portion. So let's quickly clean this up. And in the meantime, my Ninja Foodi has finished preheating. So in the oil, I'm gonna throw in my veggies. So that, again, that is some onions, some carrots, garlic, a little bit of leek, some celery, carrot, and butternut squash. So just throw that in. I'll add a bit of salt, and I'll just let this saute for a little bit while I clean everything up. And now that the vegetables have softened a bit, I'm gonna add some water. Enough to cover all my veggies. And here I have some parsley left over from last week. It's mostly stem with a little bit of leaf, but there's a lot of flavor in the stems. So it's perfect for soups. I'm just gonna dump that in whole, because when I blitz this up later, I don't want all that green in there, so I'm gonna fish it out, and if I leave it whole, that's a lot easier to do. So I can turn that off. Here I have my pressure lid, because I have a pressure cooker, so why not use that to save some time. I'm gonna turn that to pressure on high. I'll do about 45 minutes. Make sure the valve is closed. So that's going to heat up now and just do its thing for the next 45 minutes or so. So I'll see you back when that is done. All right, the soup is done. So I'm just getting my stick blender and I'm just going to blitz that. Okay, that is completely smooth. So I'm just going to let that cool down so I can put that in a plastic container to put in the fridge. And yeah, that's all my prep work for this week. So now I can have lunch or dinner on the table in minutes. If you like this kind of content, I usually do this every Sunday, but like I said, I'm going on holiday, so not for the next 3 weeks probably. But there'll be other videos in its place. And that leaves me with nothing else to say than if you like this, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and thank you for watching. Until next time, bye for now.